In my presentation today, I will be talking about The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. To keep this under 5 minutes, the atmosphere and the storytelling of the game will be my primary focus. To sum up the plot, a large glowing moon is descending upon the land of Termina due to the power of Majora's Mask that is in the possession of an imp named Skull Kid, and the hero Link has 3 days to stop it. To me, the storytelling and atmosphere of the game is best expressed through the use of the 3-day timer, side quests, and Link's ability to travel to the start of the 3-day timer. Due to the hardware capabilities and the time required to make video games, they had to reuse art assets from Ocarina of Time, the game that first came out on the N64. Though the reuse of said assets may have hurt the game in some ways, it allowed the developers to focus more on the story of the game. One of the biggest things they did to distract from the hardware capabilities was the implication of the 3-day timer, which was used to take advantage of the character scripting, allowing them to carry out unique daily routines and dialogue, giving the illusion of liveliness, and the routines can be changed by interference from the player. Because you are able to travel back to the start of the 3 days, and the game only takes place within those 3 days, rather than characters repeating the same thing day after day, like you would see in most RPGs, they're repeating the same things on the same days, so there is more logic behind it. The 3-day timer is also used to put pressure on the player, as if the glaring moon's slow descent didn't do that. The characters that you find throughout Terminal have all been affected by the moon, either in denial from its descent, or in fear of their demise. However, alongside this, they each have their own personal problems that they have to deal with while they attempt to carry out their everyday lives. The player is able to help out with many of these problems, like helping put a soul to rest, finding the eggs of a woman from an amphibious race known as Zoras, and with longer side quests such as the Anjuin Cafe side quest, where you help reunite a couple, and the Romani Ranch side quest. For the Romani Ranch side quest, the ranch is inaccessible for the first and second day of the timer, because of a boulder that's blocking the way. If you enter on the 3rd day in this scenario, you'll find that the child living on the ranch acts strange, as though she has been lobotomized. However, if you return to the dawn of the 1st day and get the explosive required to destroy the boulder to gain early access to the ranch, you'll find that the girl is perfectly fine, though if spoken to, she'll request that you help in fending off what she thinks are ghosts, but they're probably aliens, that have been stealing their cows. If you assist her in fending them off and succeed, she will be fine by the 3rd day, but if you fail in assisting her, she will be taken away by the aliens, and is seen in the same state mentioned earlier by the 3rd day. Though, even when you succeed, it is made futile because the world is going to end anyway, and you're forced to reset everything back to the 1st day, meaning the main scenario will still play out while you go off and complete your main quest and other side quests. This is important to the atmosphere building of the game, by giving a sense that you cannot save everyone within those 3 days, and your only choice is to stop the moon if you truly want to save these people. This also plays into the game's main quests, which are based around dungeon completion and in some ways helping those in the surrounding areas. Though it is a victory in the long run, the help you provided to those living in these areas is made worthless because by the time you've completed a dungeon, you should already be nearing the end of the 3-day cycle, and will have to reset the world again. I'd love to go on about the game. Seriously, I could go on for hours, but I hope this has at least gotten you somewhat interested. And I'd strongly recommend checking it out if you ever get the chance.